Unit 5 Coordination Chemistry. Unit 5 Coordination Chemistry. Bonding in metal carbonyls. Bonding in metal carbonyls. You know, in metal carbonyl, a bond is formed between metal and carbonyl ligand. The bond between metal and the ligand, carbonyl ligand, consists of two components. First component we are going to discuss now. First component. How the bond is formed. In the first component, the electron pair donation from carbon atom of carbonyl ligand into vacant d orbitals of central metal atom. So, the formation of metal carbonyl ligand involve two components, and in the first component, electron pair donation from carbon atom of carbonyl ligand to the vacant d orbital of central metal atom takes place. This electron pair donation CO to metal, this electron pair donation form metal CO sigma bond formation. Metal CO sigma bond formation. What happens due to the formation of sigma bond? Due to the formation of sigma bond, the electron density in metal d orbital increases. The electron density in metal d orbital increases. Due to this donation, the electron density in metal d orbital increases. The sigma bond formation increases the electron density in metal d orbital and makes the metal electron rich. Usually in a coordination compound, ligand is electron rich, metal is electron deficient. After formation of the sigma bond, electron density increases in the vacant d orbital of the metal ion, make the metal electron rich. Now one side electron rich. In order to compensate for this increased electron density, now a filled metal d orbital interact with the empty pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand and transfer the added electron density back to the ligand. So, now the second component takes place. First component is formation of sigma bond. Now, second component start. What happens in second component? First component, pair of electron donation takes place from ligand to metal. Now, in the second component, in order to compensate the electron rich increased electron density in the metal d orbital, the electron filled metal orbital interact with the pi star orbital on the carbonyl ligand. Pi star orbital on the carbonyl ligand and transfer electron density and transfer electron density back to the ligand. First forward bond takes place. The forward bond is called sigma bond. Now the electron density is now donated to the pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand. This type of bonding is called buyback bonding. This type of bonding is called buyback bonding. So thus in metal carbonyl, what happens in metal carbonyl due to the formation of two bonds? What happened? First, electron density move from the ligand to the metal through sigma bonding. In metal carbonyl, the electron pair donation takes place from the ligand to the metal through sigma bonding, and from the metal to the ligand electron density move from the metal to the ligand through bonding. This synergic effect account for the strong metal carbonyl bond. This synergic effect account for the a very strong metal carbonyl bond, sigma bond and pi bonds takes place. Now we are going to discuss the formation of metal carbonyl bonding in metal carbonyl using a schematic diagram. So this is the metal atom, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are d orbitals. Metal, we know it is a transition metal, maybe nickel, cobalt, iron, etc. This is your metal. All these 5 orbitals are 5d orbital. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx squared minus y squared and dz squared orbitals. All these are 5d orbitals of the central metal atom. This is your carbonyl ligand, metal carbonyl. This is your carbonyl ligand, and these are the p orbitals of oxygen, and these 3 are p orbital of carbon. Px, py, pz, px, py, pz. So when you see this schematic diagram, and this one orbital contain a pair of electron. This is your lone pair of electron. Lone pair of electron on carbon atom. Lone pair of carbonyl as donor. Carbon is the donor atom. And these are empty pi star carbonyl orbital. Empty pi star carbonyl orbital. This pi star orbital arises from the molecular orbital theory. The pi star orbital arises from the molecular orbital theory. Now, first what happens? The lone pair of electron on carbon is donated to the vacant d orbital of the central metal atom, not ion, atom. The pair of electron donation takes place from the carbon atom to the vacant d orbital of the central metal atom. Form a metal carbonyl sigma bond. So sigma bond is formed by the donation of a pair of electron from the carbon atom of carbonyl ligand to the vacant d orbital of the central metal atom. A strong sigma bond is formed. Now this donation increases the electron density around the metal. Electron density around the metal atom is increases. Metal becomes electron rich. One side electron density goes on increases. To compensate the increased electron density, the filled metal d orbital interact with the pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand. The filled metal d orbital interact with the empty pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand. Now the electron density move from metal to carbonyl. This is called buyback bonding. Buyback bonding. First, electron is donated from carbon to metal, a sigma bond is formed. Electron density increases around the metal. In order to compensate the increased electron density, the filled d orbital of the central metal atom interact with the empty pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand, form buyback bonding. Sigma bond is formed from ligand to metal, and buyback bonding is formed from metal to ligand. So ligand to metal sigma bonding takes place, and this is a synergic bonding in a carbonyl complex. The formation is continuous. The structure indicate the formation of sigma bond only. So this is the bonding in metal carbonyl. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.